What's up YouTube, Jeff back again, and today another very exciting Samsung video for you guys. And I do say that every day, but today very exciting because I did receive the Galaxy S23 Ultra April update today. You guys will probably notice if you watch my channel every day, this is not my main Galaxy S23 Ultra device. This is my main Galaxy S23 Ultra device, which I use every day on the channel. This one did not receive it. This is the unlocked model. So unfortunately, I'm not using that one today. This is my AT&T model, which I did buy actually for the purpose of, for some reason in the US, the carrier phones get the updates earlier than the unlocked model, which is ridiculous. But because this happened last year, I bought an AT&T model just so I could bring you guys updates earlier, and it turns out to have worked out this time. So talk about what's new, a couple of other things in today's video, go over the camera improvements and stuff like that. Before we do, I want to remind you guys, if you're interested in helping me review some apps for the channel and get paid to do it, you can check out the link in the description, the pinned comment. This helps me do research and also give you guys a chance to check out cool apps and also make some money. You can see right there. Sign up, I contact people. I only take a limited number of people right now every month, and it is US only. But if you're interested, you can do that. And then also, a huge announcement as well that I want to mention. We are now done with the Galaxy S23 Ultra mystery boxes. We are now going to put up the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Z Flip 5 mystery boxes starting this month. So very soon, if you're going to be buying a foldable this August, stay tuned to sign up for that and details on how to do it. So let's talk about the update. First thing, let me show you the software information here. You can see the update, and the build number ends in AWC8 right there at the bottom, April 1st, 2023 security patch. One of the things I hate the most about the carrier phones, well, actually, it's just AT&T that does this, maybe Verizon too. When you go into the settings, they don't have the same software screen that you have on your unlocked model, or I think even, pretty sure even T-Mobile has this. You know, this software, I'm talking about this software screen right here. They don't have the same software screen. So you can't actually see, you can't see your last update. So you can't see that screen right there. It's really, really silly. I don't know why they don't include it, but AT&T does not include that. So you don't get to see the changelog or anything like that. You have to go into software information to see the build number. What's new? So first of all, I talked about this change in the previous video I posted. Some people in Europe were seeing this. You now have the volume rocker menu is now customized with the color palette. So I actually changed my wallpaper and forgot to change the palette. But if you turn the color palette on here in the settings, and let's see if I change it, then it's going to theme your volume panel now. As you guys know, this was the case in One UI 5.0, but then they removed it with One UI 5.1 on the S23 Ultra. I have no idea why. It's really annoying and stupid in my opinion, but they brought it back with this update. So happy to see that. However, a lot of the other silly decisions they made with the color theming throughout the UI are still there. My favorite one, or should I say my least favorite one, is that all of your icons for the notifications are still also themed with the color palette that you've chosen. That's not really great because it makes it difficult to differentiate the notifications. We've talked about this. I think most people in the comments were on my side when I discussed this in a previous video, but I'd really like to see Samsung remove the color palette from the notifications, or at least give us the option to turn it off, but they haven't done that just yet. Otherwise, I mean, this update, I don't really notice any difference in fluidity for the update. There are some Galaxy Store apps that you can update. I already took all the updates, but I'll talk about those individually, a couple of good lock updates that this particular update enables. But the biggest changes are really inside the camera, and also with Camera Assistant in Good Lock. You now get a lot less lag when taking photos inside the camera. I don't really have anything great to take a photo of here, but a lot less lag when taking your photos, and you don't have to wait for it to focus. So like even if I'm shaking the camera, it'll still shoot these photos. That's the first thing. Now, you can actually turn this off. So basically they've changed the way it works in terms of when you're shooting a photo. Previously, the phone would have to wait for the focus to finish before you would allow you to snap the picture. That's no longer the case. There's a huge debate over whether or not that's really, good or not. I don't know that I really want that because I want the phone, the camera to focus first. If you want to turn the old default back on, you can download Camera Assistant from Good Lock. Well, it's actually, you can download it separate from Good Lock. And you can turn this on here. You can prioritize focus over speed. So you can see it's turned off by default. So the speed is actually, prioritized now, which is the opposite of what it was in the past. So you can take your photos faster, and it seems like you have less shutter lag. But you can turn this on, and then if we go back, you'll notice here, let me just see if I can do the same thing again. If you try to really wobble the camera, it won't take them quite as fast because you got to wait for it to focus on the subject. So there is a little bit of delay. It's kind of hard to see on video, but it's definitely noticeable when you use it. So if you don't like the new setting, you can change that in Camera Assistant. Some of the other things they changed were some things about how computational photography is done in night mode. And they also changed that if you shoot your photos in 200 megapixels, so if you go up here, when you shoot in 200 megapixels, you can now get much faster processing with the 200 megapixel shots, particularly as well, again, there's this option in Camera Assistant. If you go to capture speed, you can now go faster capture, faster processing for high resolution photos. And this is actually what allows you to control the 200 megapixel option. So faster capture takes vectors as quickly as possible, faster post-processing to avoid waiting when you open the gallery to review a picture. So you can decide what it is you want to do. The other thing that you can do is now when you take a photo, you can actually delete the photo while it's still processing. So if you go in here, let's see, and we take a photo, you can actually go in here and you can delete it even if it's not done processing yet. That's not something you were able to do previously, and now you can. Now, in terms of, is there a lot of image quality improvements? I've only had this for a little bit, so I can't say fully, but there's definitely improvements in the shutter speed and some of the options with how fast it processes your photos, particularly at 200 megapixels. So those promises that Samsung said they would deliver in this update, they have delivered. The other big new thing, again, is the color palette back with the volume rocker, but still some things I think they could sort out there. So, of course, there's a lot of security fixes, important critical updates in that regard as well. Battery life, only time will tell. Of course, if you follow me on Twitter, I always talk about that after every update. It takes a couple of days to really see, maybe even a week to see how it does there. Anyway, if you guys are interested in update videos, customization videos, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Again, if you want to make some money and you want to help me review some apps for my channel, go to my link in the description, the pinned comment, sign up. I'll get in touch with you guys. Again, US only at the moment. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon for future videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.